I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head.
Here we go! It is like old times. What's up? Oh no, what's the matter? Why can't I hear you? Because you're muted.
Hey.
We all did that today.
I was just like, I got nightmares.
I know, right? Isn't that a cool? Love that song. That's like perfect. And this daggum dog, can you hear him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on my hotspot just to make sure I've got internet all the way through, because I'm outside, so I don't have the Wi-Fi proper.
Right.
But my
This
my
dog
internet's
has
great.
not stopped barking for the last year, it feels like, but it's really just a couple months. But oh my goodness, he has been bad today.
He's got something to say.
He does, but you know, I think that there's something going on whenever no animal should ever have to be that upset all the time. You know?
No. I just
And
got
it's
to
just
put
frustrating.
the sheet on. It started to rain.
Oh my gosh, Kazi.
Yeah, I know. It is funny, but
Hey, Nico. Nico, are you still here? Because if so, you can come up too. We're going to play some games here in a second.
All right. So, hotspot.
I think it worked out kind of perfect because they want me to show. Oops, that's what I want.
I forgot what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing.
I never know what I'm doing.
Same.
No, they wanted me to show my identity to do another thumbnail for the village. I'm like, I've been rocking and rolling. Hey, Echo, there's the link if you want to come up. I've been rocking and rolling. And now they're going to make me show my ID. And I'm like, come on. I've got 2 channels. Why are you going to mess with me like that? But it worked out perfect
what,
because... Huh?
What, YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Ah, okay. I thought the people. I was like, don't give the people what they want.
Right? Don't give them... No, they did that on YouTube on Awaken too, and I haven't done it yet. The thing is, I am me, I promise, and I have my driver's license. I've got identity, but I changed so much in my appearance over the last few years, and every single year that I had to go get my driver's license renewed, which is every 4, they had to have special approval and call into the office and have the manager or whatever approve it from the main office that I was who I say I am, because my face has changed so much. And I'm scared that I'm going to get locked out. And if that happens, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Yeah. I've been locked out of 3 bank accounts already because of that. Because AI, there's no talking to them and saying, look, I've just been through this, and this is why my face looks like this, you know?
Yeah.
They don't listen. AI don't care. I got locked out of my main source of income too. My prolific. That way too. So jank. It's just jank. Nico, hello. I was talking to you earlier. Hey, Kim. What'd you say?
I said it's a bit shit.
It is a bit shit. It's a whole lot of bit shit. There is Indigo.
I
was like, where did you go?
Where did I go?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Oh, I was starting to get involved in making templates and stuff for people to use for their channels and like the village and
Yes.
just like going crazy. And then I was like, oh wait, didn't I say I was gonna try to help them be online? Maybe I should freaking do that.
Well, I mean, the tag says Indigo say Happy New Year.
I do. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, I would love it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, babe. There's Mr. Bacon Bits himself. Holy Hannah.
Mr. Bacon.
You know it's a party. We got the DJ up in here. We got the Bacon Bits. We got everybody.
DJ. We got everybody. Mr.
That
Bacon.
is so cool. Here, I'm gonna send a link, y'all.
I alternate between calling him Mr. Bacon and Silver Fox just to remind him that he is indeed handsome.
He is handsome. He's such a handsome man.
So many
He's so
people
refined.
in our community are very similar in that they're like, I don't like compliments, but I like giving words of affirmation as a love language.
I
So
know.
I have to
do
work
too.
on that.
I do it too, but I cannot stand to get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I like atta girls. I do. If I've done a good job, I like to hear that I've done a good job on it, because it helps me to understand it. It's my feedback. But I don't like the compliments either. And so it's a weird
Ben
kind of.
is the sharp dressed man from CC Top. That's
You said
my
what?
final say.
You said what to who for how many jelly beans?
Can you repeat that, Nico?
Can you not hear me? I tell you,
no.
StreamYard has been having issues the last 2 days on audio. And it's not even the same stream. Like we're all on the same platform right now in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
But still, even that, it's different. People are having different sound issues.
Mm.
Nico, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. What did you say?
Yes, I can hear you. But we didn't hear what you said when you came on.
Okay. What I was saying was that Ben, he's a sharp dressed man from CC Top. And that's what I stick
Sharp
to.
dressed man.
I love that.
Every girl crazy about the sharp dressed man. Don't know.
How are you,
Yeah.
Nico? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been creative, really.
I just have to write an email. I'll be back.
Creative.
I just have to write an email.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing Suno. I've been editing some of my poetry and making songs, and I'm really stoked about how well they worked.
I love that so
Hi,
very
Echo.
much. That makes me happy.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, because
I can
you're
send
doing
you
that.
in the
And
private.
I think
I'm gonna
Brian
send you in the
was
private
too.
chat the link to my
Okay.
archive, so you can sneak a peek.
I think Brian was doing that as well.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with Brian, Nico? Because he'll host guests on his channel to read their poetry and share their writing. If that's something
Yeah,
that
we're
would
talking
be...
about doing another set, him and me, but things haven't really kind of synced. But I look forward to do more. Same goes with Echo.
Oh my gosh, she is such a gem.
Oh yeah, she's a really fine person. Same goes with Body Illusion. There's so many new people I got to know these last weeks.
We have
and
got
I'm
some
really
amazing
happy
people
about
that
it.
have joined in. We cannot. And speaking of Body Illusion, y'all, I want to show you something real quick. She's gonna kill me, but I'm still gonna show you. Let me see. Where's it at? There we go.
And tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, every single one of you.
Love her.
For accepting me.
I love her so much.
She's such a kind heart.
Yes,
and it was a pleasure to see her son also the other day.
I know.
Meeting Other, I know. I was so excited. I was
beautiful
like,
people.
oh.
Every
Such a great guy. I mean,
are beautiful.
They
people.
all have so much to offer, and
I have known.
Yeah, we're blessed. We're. So
I have
blessed.
reached out to. I can look at this list, and I've reached out to so many of you.
I made a clip of this because I just.
And you were there. And you were there.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
And how beautiful everybody
That is amazing. I just wanted to be here and tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most
But
amazing.
I'm so happy for each and everyone I'm getting to know here, because
Me too.
I feel like you give energy and you get so much love and energy back in this village and this environment. So that is something
Absolutely.
very precious to me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we're going to
I
continue
have
on.
to
We're going to
say
keep going.
too, like that was what was so hard about losing. Well, I say losing, it was more like deciding to allocate my energy to chats where I felt energized by them, but that's why it was so hard making that decision for me, because like so many people's chats helped me through like a rough patch this year. But I think we all like connected when we were supposed to connect.
I agree.
And like I mean, look at all that like Sin's done for everyone.
Yeah.
And like all the people that have come together in throughout the different chats or whatever. It's amazing because I think we're starting to like really like see people blossom.
Yeah, and
Which is
also
really
it's
nice.
to see people evolve, because it's a metamorphosis, if we're going to use fancy words, because we see people that you start on one level and all of a sudden they kind of reach a new
Yeah.
step on the stairs or ladder or whatever you want to call, and people kind of grow, and you gain this confidence and you feel more and more certain and secure, which all brings back much more to yourself too.
Absolutely. It's like I've always said about the different individual spices that we have that all come together to make the perfect recipe. And
Yeah.
as it grows, as it cooks, as it does its thing.
Welcome back, Cosmic.
It's just sorry, y'all. I'm muting.
That's her
Nope,
dog.
Ned, get back there.
That sounded like a doggo.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say that without a lot of the people here and the channels and everything, I wouldn't have come as far as I've come, and come a long way. You know, I've taken 2 steps back, but in taking the steps back that I've taken, that I have, I'm going to take a million steps forward. So, you know, thank
Well,
you,
the
everyone
Scottish
that's
tango is
here.
1 step forward and 2 steps homeward.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Right.
dancer.
You're just
So, you know,
me too. I love dancing.
I'm a
yeah,
horrible dancer, but I do dress up in my gypsy garb and dance
I
around the
can
house.
I can dance, but I
Well,
can't
I have a
walk.
fitting T-shirt to match my background.
well,
I
one of
know.
the things, well, the reason why I fall so well is because I'm a dancer, you know, and I fall a lot. So,
Oh yeah.
but I fall, but I don't break anything.
You kind of
Well,
I got
adapt
the
to the ground then.
And you know, I think what the
no, but
beautiful
I mean
thing is,
literally and figuratively. Like I actually literally fall over all the time. I'm clumsy as heck.
Exactly.
me too.
same. I'm like a danger. I'm a
Crazy.
hazard to myself.
Well, it's same if you practice judo
Hey,
or
crazy
some of
girl.
those other martial arts. You cannot get to know this way of
You're being rude, sir.
distributing the fall, so you don't smash yourself to the ground, but more like roll it off.
Same with theater. Theater teaches you that too, like how to. But I think also too, I've noticed that our community has grown in not just ourselves, but like offering other people a hand up.
Yeah.
And like I think it's in a world that's so individually oriented, it's been nice to actually connect with people and say like, oh, we need help sometimes.
Yeah.
You
And I
know,
think
or yeah, to have safe spaces, because we're all helpers. I'm a giver. Like I will give until I die.
I think most of us are
You
that
know,
way. But
and
Indigo, look at how
yeah,
much we give, but we are being given to now too.
yes, that's what I was getting at. Is
Yeah.
like being able to then feel safe asking for help, because when
Yeah.
you're a helper or a supporter for most of your life, it's like, okay, well, what happens when I shut the camera off and I'm going through something, and
Yeah.
who's going to help me aside from myself? And so it's been nice having streams where, you know, you could just pop in and lurk and like not say anything and just have a mental minute to relax. Or
Yeah.
But
laugh.
Indigo, you've been one
Or
of the
laugh.
big helpers and supporters. I'm just wondering how you even have the energy and strength to be so supportive and helpful always. I mean, you have to recharge sometimes.
Yeah, and we see
I
you.
did. I took the month of September, I believe, completely out of the chat. Well, not completely, mostly out of
What the
most
world?
chats, to work on stuff in my life. But I found that I'm doing a lot of healing I didn't expect meeting people in this community.
Yeah.
Where I hit a wall with my therapist with a couple of things, and I was like, oh man, it would really suck to have to find a new one. And then I thought, why? Maybe I hit the wall with the topic and not the therapist. And then,
And we changed the therapist. Our
Sometimes you need
therapist
to
are
change
too.
the perspective or alter the question a little bit so you're not, because when you get this tunnel vision, I'm going to solve this problem, you might ignore this little one that is locking up this problem also. So it's
yeah,
like
but
you have to
sharing
back up a
stories
little bit.
through these channels has been really eye-opening, or even just being in people's chats and seeing people say, me too.
Yeah.
I felt this too. I've needed this support for this reason. Like, I think a lot of us have ongoing chronic mental and physical health.
Mhm.
And it's been really nice being around people where I don't have to over explain,
Yeah.
where I can just be like,
Yep.
hey, my doctors think I'm a medical mystery and I have to go through more testing and I'm just so tired. And then people just get it, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been looking for that
It's
here, but it's hard for me because a lot of the group therapies that are offered in my city are offered like during the workday, which is not helpful because I have a 9-to-5
No,
job.
that doesn't make sense.
And I can't like,
also nice.
yeah.
It's
So
also nice to be around people who can laugh about the stuff that we've got going
yes,
on,
Yeah.
who understand that we can laugh about it, who don't be like, oh, what are you doing laughing about that? It's like,
Right.
just let me laugh.
Yeah, but
You know?
it's like you have to have a
Big
certain
time.
healthy distance with stuff. It's one thing that we accept what we're going through, but that doesn't mean that we let it define or rule us. Some people tend to get locked on and use that illness or affliction or whatever they're suffering from as an identity. To us, it's more like a, well, this is a part of me, but this isn't me,
I
as
Right.
per
feel
se.
like I'm so into true crime that my medical health has become a weird like thing for me to solve. Like
Mine
like I'm
also.
going to my doctors being like, here's my murder board for the possible
That's,
conditions I could have
that's
and
my
why I think
mental,
it's this one. And like,
that for me is my mental stuff. That's,
Yeah.
that's why I do so many reports about mental health and all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah,
I
and I
want to
try
figure out
to
people, why they act the way they
go
act.
between different
So,
areas. I mean, poetry and music, gaming, mental
yeah,
health, and all stuff. But
rabbit
I'm like
holes.
running
I'm
parallel
Rabbit
always going down
holes.
rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes.
well, it helps because I think what people don't get is like when you live with something every day,
Mhm.
sometimes it's nice to not GAF
Think
about
about it.
it
Right.
and look at something else and just have fun. Like there's some games I've watched Nico play where I'm like, oh, this is not the kind of game that I'm able to play, but I love watching other people play it mainly because I'm not stressed out if something goes wrong because I'm not playing it. But like I love watching my friends' Let's Play channels. They have different approaches, they have different personalities, and it's just fun to turn off my brain. Like that's another thing is my brain is constantly thinking all the
Mine
time.
too.
too much processing all the time. I mean,
God, I'm
sometimes you
like,
just want to
man.
stop chewing, brain. Please just stop.
Right.
Like
Let
the
me
other
ask you
day,
guys,
my
have
brain
y'all
goes
ever
like,
been bored? Have you ever been bored? Because I have never in my life can I ever remember being bored. Never, not one time.
I have just
When I'm
learned
Very,
upset,
very
in
rarely. I never had the
2024,
time to
I
be
have
bored.
just learned how to rest. My
when
therapist was
I
like, you need
when
to,
I'm upset, when I'm upset, I pretend to be bored. I'm like, oh, I'm so bored, but I'm not. I'm not bored. I'm upset.
Yeah. 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 Because I think that a lot of us in this community, and that's something that I kept quiet about for the longest time, because the things that were wrong with me, I didn't want anybody to know. And I didn't want to, it was just one of those things that was just, I am really different. I'm an alien or something because I am so much more different than all these other people because I had nobody to discuss it with. And then one day we were in chat and somebody said something about boredom being the enemy of addiction. And I'm like, then why am I an addict? Because I've never been bored a day of my life.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Me too. Living. I'm trying to learn how to rest and not feel guilty. That's the thing is
Not feeling guilty.
I always feel like I'm picking up the pieces somewhere. Like I'm always making a plan, a backup plan, a backup plan.
My to-do list is
I can say
decades
these
old.
last
Decades.
3 years basically has been like a paradigm shift, really, because there has been so many changes and so many. I would say at the fall of the August September of 21, I've kind of reached a crisis point in my life where I basically didn't want to be around anyone anymore, literally. But after the crisis, the initial crisis, I kind of decided to work on Project Nikolai 2.0, where my first decision was I'm going to become my own best friend because I've never been that. I've never really cared for myself. I've always been kind of taking care of each and everyone else, always, but never seeing to my own needs. So, like, just the thing to be able to say I'm not okay or to say I need help, that has been one of my big struggles in life, really. But I feel like I've reached certain waypoints that I can be proud and satisfied with. And I feel like the more I go this journey along with all of you people, I learn so much from all of you. And the more you share and teach me, the more it gives me perspective. So I'm very grateful of being a member of this community and getting to know all of you. And I mean, I think it's also because we can relate to each other. I mean, we have different kind of illnesses. I mean, like I have chronic pain due to broken disc. Someone may have arthritis. Pain is still pain.
Pain is still pain.
It's not like a suffering Olympics where who has the most suffering gets the gold.
Right.
But this is more like we are caring, loving people, and we want to lift up each other and make sure that no one feels alone.
And that's it.
Just
exactly.
the feeling of not being alone and knowing that you understand me, you get me. You may not know how it feels because that's impossible, but you still can relate and know, okay, this is not a good day for you, but we're here for you. Just be around, just relax and be with us. Like this feeling is
so many
something
people
really impacting on me, and I'm very grateful for it. It's almost like a teary because it touches me on such a deep level, and to be able to bear myself to be so open about everything and not feeling the stigma or this shame that is usually applied on people that are not okay. Because like here in Sweden, when people ask how you are, they expect almost to say I'm fine, I'm okay, everything is. But here if someone says today isn't one of my best days, then it's not like people say, oh, why? There's no judgment, there's just care and love.
And I'm proud of you for all that you have done, that you have overcome, and I am so grateful that you are here. And we learned stuff from you too. I want you to know that you are a part of us, and we are
all
better.
a part of each other. I think that's why we are a huge, big jigsaw puzzle. What's the Japanese word for that art they use where they
Kitsugi?
Yeah, well, they make shards and create new art of it. Or we are like a disco ball. We come different mirrors, but we shine together.
Oh my gosh, I love that, a disco ball. That would be a really good merch.
She's going to be coming up soon.
But I was going to say, like, it's great seeing in the chat when people say like I can just be myself in the chat. Like we hold space for people where
Yeah.
they are. And
Yeah.
I think that's the hard thing is not everybody is at the same part of their healing journey. Or
And
they
This
might
is a
be
long
starting
journey, and
like
we help each other. That's the thing.
yeah.
being willing to come at somebody and not expect them to be where we are is huge. And I think that is a big flaw in most of humanity is we all expect everybody to understand because we're there. But if we were able to stop and look back and say, you know, where were we just a few years ago or where were we here? A lot of arguments, just for my own personal,
Yeah.
if we could just do that, would make
And
such a
also, I
difference.
think
Because, yeah,
there's one thing that we know that we are not feeling well, but it takes time to get to know yourself.
yeah,
And many times
Oh
we
yeah.
deflect things that are uncomfortable. Many times we kind of compartmentalize things that are uncomfortable. But sometimes we have to just look at things for what they are at face value. This is what it is. And to work with this self reflection, self knowledge, and accepting that
Or
none of us is flawless.
right,
But these flaws that someone else may call a flaw, yet another person will say, "Oh, I wish I could do that."
right,
yeah, and also too, like I think the great thing is people are willing to say like I'll be upfront with people like I'm blunt. If you ask me a question, I'll just give you the no nonsense answer. Okay, it might not be the most in touch with feelings or tactful way of giving a message, but that's just how I became able to use my voice is when I would try to be tactful and dance around the topic for other people's comfort. I'm like, some topics are not comfortable and they're never going to be comfortable. And it's never going to be comfortable for me to come out and say it. So I'm just going to say it how it is. And that's why I think it's important when people in the chat say like, or when people be like, oh, I have autism, so I don't understand when you're being sarcastic. And then I'm like, okay, well, when I'm in the chat making a joke, then when I type just joking in parentheses, take the just joking as the serious part.
Look
right.
at
Because
that
I have a dry
disability.
sense of humor. So
Yeah.
in my mind, I'll type something I think would think is funny, but without the I'm joking, it can be taken wrong. So it's just learning how to kind of read people's reception of you and also give them the chance to ask like, can you say that in a different way?
And that's it. So many
Disco balls.
people, I worry so much about what I say and how I'm saying it now. And I used to never because I don't think I can't. It's not good for me to think before I speak. It
Well, you
complicates things
shouldn't
in my life.
overthink things. That's the
Yeah.
problem we do today.
Yeah. And that's hard because, you know, I really, truly, I do not go throughout my life trying to be mean. And part of who I am and what I've been through, most of the time people are telling me that I'm doing this or doing that. And I'm not. And I've always been like Brazy, I'm an open book. But then to be accused of being something, it's hurting. It's hurtful. And for people to give each other the chance to actually know that if there was some miscommunication, if things got lost in translation, which they do so much online, to give each other that chance instead of just assuming and saying that somebody's there.
Yeah, or like just ask the source. Like if somebody
Yeah.
like I'm okay. Like email me, be like, what did you mean by this? Or like even in the chat, I'll see people really like talking to each other, being like, wait, I think we're miscommunicating. Like, let's take a minute, give me a minute so I can rephrase it or stuff like that. Because I think a lot of times, while there's excitement that you find people who understand what you're going through, like we said, we all have different ways of communicating in general.
Definitely.
Have a good night, Mac.
Mac, I didn't even see you were in here. Crap. That's called too many irons, not enough fires in the right places.
No, she just popped in real quick after she got food. But it's
Love
like
you.
been amazing to see people grow from the time they start their channel to oh my gosh, a little disco ball. But it's like amazing to see too, like people there's so many genuine people from all sides of the community, like from the mental health and non-protesting side and from the protesting side. And I think the thing is, when you haven't received unconditional support, when you get that for the first time from somebody, it's really hard not to second guess
Oh yeah.
that they're genuine, because you're
Oh
so
yes, that's one of the hardest part, because you always are expecting that when will the hook, when
Yeah.
will the hook sink in, or when will it change, or when will it not be the same again?
I've had so many people not
Yes,
like me because
crazy girl.
I try to be more positive than I am negative. And I used to be a lot more, and I've tried to tone it down a little bit, but they think that I'm not being genuine in it. And for me, I have two choices.
Kim.
Well, you are a very
I
genuine
know, I
person. I'm so
know.
happy I'm getting to know you and all these other people.
And
There
I'm
are so many people here. I mean, I wish I had arms big enough to hug the whole world, because there are so many people I want to
Well,
give a big hug, just because you being you brings so much value to my life.
I would
and
like to think that you've been feeling these hugs that I was sending you earlier. And our hugs can reach across the continents. I know for a fact, because I've had people tell me when I'm sending them that they are feeling them, they will get a hold of me. Our hugs, our prayers, our love, our energy does not stop within our shells.
Yeah, and I think that's it, right? It's if you can, for example, like, when Marie Kondo came out with her book about like cleaning your space, right? Nobody thinks about energy and the people around them as something that can be fluctuating typically.
Mm-hmm.
But I take great comfort in there's a reason, a season, or a lifetime mentality when it comes to making connections with people, because it's let me realize there were certain lessons I needed at certain times, and it's okay that I grew from that because
Right.
I learned the lesson. But I wouldn't have learned the lesson if it weren't for, this person or this situation that I was in. And so I think it's also, telling people I'm really not that different. I mean, I do dial up some stuff when I'm on these calls, like energy and whatnot, but it's like I'm pretty much the same off screen that I am on screen.
Mhm.
Like I don't have a different me that I have in the workplace. I mean, I'm more reserved and less personal with like everybody I work with. There are people I'm friends with outside of work, but it's kind of interesting seeing all these different people learn and grow too, because I think sometimes you get so used to your patterns that you kind of get stuck in them. But
Oh
being
yeah.
around all these different people from different countries and stuff is really kind of getting me to break out of like thought patterns that I had. Or
I
I'll be like,
agree.
"Hey, don't trash talk yourself," and someone's like, "Okay, pot kettle, then you too stop doing that." But
Right.
it's a
It's
growth
always
process.
easier to tell others. It's always easier to tell others. That's one of my personal flaws, really.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite
That's
sayings.
the
I will
truth.
quote my
Now
heroine,
I'm
my favorite
after this
heroine.
about too. I'm adding a few images I wanted to have.
See if I can find it. And then DJ, would you like us to play a song, because you have been DJ? You have been very bless you. Been very very busy.
Oh
I
yeah,
pulled this up and
that
I
was
said,
my roommate.
"Wowzers!"
Well, it depends on which mood you are in, because there are various kinds of music I've made. So, and I mean, I I can't compete, or I'm not gonna try to compete. But I mean,
We don't compete unless we're
yeah.
playing
But I
games.
was
Like
so impressed by Brian's. I feel like, what should I say?
no, and you know what too though is the good thing too is we are able to teach each other different things that we've learned. Like I've
Yeah.
learned how to add voices. That is
Yeah,
cool.
the
That is
voices I need to work
epic.
more on, but um,
Like recordings of voices to make it sound like in the voice of the singer.
I think one that
It's
I know
incredible.
is pretty good. It's a little goth theme. Ride the Thunder version 2 is good. You can
Okay.
try that one if you want to.
Oh, ooh, I hit the wrong button. Ride the thunder. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and show this page if you don't mind.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm like, where am I
And
at?
I'm not gonna try. I don't want to hog this.
No, I mean, we've only got like 7 more minutes before Mary comes on.
Yeah.
But we need to do this more often. We really, really, really do. Because I have enjoyed, other than just being like, I haven't gotten away from the computer hardly at all for the last month or so. And so once it's not that's like having to be time framed, and we can just do one every week or do one every so often,
And that
then I'm not
avatar
going
I'm
to be so
using there, I
tired.
got that one when I did this on NASA's homepage. I did this quiz, so I got this image as a reward.
Do what now?
This I'm a planetary defender. That was
Oh, I
from
know.
so I got that as a reward. So I was pretty
Heck yes.
stoked.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And then
So what I've done basically, I have more than 1,200 poems and texts in 3 languages. So I pulled
right
a
on.
few of them and I tried a few of them just to see how they work. So
That's what I did with my Brutus, you're being extremely rude, sir. With my poem about I didn't even realize it was my DID at the time. I was just talking to my inner child, I thought.
Yeah.
Woo, did I know? But yeah, that's what I did with that poem, and it's turned out really well.
Look,
Let
I
me
got
see, I think I heard-
notifications too. So someone liked some of my songs, it seems.
Yeah, I like the ones because you sent me some, didn't you? Or somehow I've seen some of yours because I was listening to them the other day. Didn't you send me?
Yeah, I think I sent. I'm not sure, but then again,
I
we
wanted
have
to
so many
manage,
talented people here.
so I got a cute disco ball.
Yeah, but you are cute. You are cute too.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. When I get my computer fixed, I might do a joke video where I bedazzle my face with a million crystals.
That could be cool. And
I'll be
Right.
like, I'll call
on.
it
Welcome
becoming
back.
a disco ball.
Cosmic. Yeah.
Right on. No, because Indigo, I got that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Nico, you know how to present, right?
I do.
I just wanted to before I'm going to get off the computer soon because I've got little girls who want to play outside, and I've taken up with my office. I've taken up their play
Oh.
area. So
Oh, no
yesterday
worries.
I pulled a card and for the group, and because I got this new deck called the Starseed Oracle because I'm a Starseed. I've never felt
Mhm.
like I belonged on the Earth. I've been a little bit of an alien.
I'm an alien too, so I can relate.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
the deck is by Rebecca Campbell and artwork
Oh, I
by
love her.
I have
Danielle.
these daily affirmations. I haven't posted these for a few weeks, so let us see
Yeah,
what you have.
Danielle
What's your
Noel.
card that you
It's
pulled,
called
Christy?
it's for the year for everybody, and of course there's free will and everything, which is basically just 1 second. And it's called it's called the card is your life as a canvas. And it just means obviously, you know, you start the year off your life as a canvas, paint it as you will. I'll just sort of have a look at what it sort of read. It's a new deck. It's a new deck to me. I kind of bought it on a whim. My nickname's Cosmic. Anything that's got the stars on it, I'm gonna buy it. It's really pretty. I'm not sure how well this will show up, but it's
Wow,
like,
beautiful.
yeah,
Oh, wow, that's beautiful art.
Hold on, I'm trying to
yeah.
make it. Wait, what did I do? No.
Mhm.
Get it right, Misha. Hold on. Sorry. God.
It's okay. Take a deep breath. We're all chilling. You're good.
All right.
There we go.
There.
Look at
Oh,
that.
wow, that's a beautiful art.
That is
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. I'll
You
try
like?
and get it angled right. So yeah. So and it's like artist manifestation, creative accountability, and that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did a reading for us
Child,
the other day too for
not right
the
now.
village.
Just for 5 more minutes. So and it's right at the end, I think this one. 5 more minutes, love.
Yeah, we got to kind of
Uh,
hurry too. We're going to go
Yeah.
over on Mary's.
Yeah. So it's just sort of saying you're the artist of your life and your life is a canvas. So basically just take this year and paint it
I mean,
beautifully.
I love it.
all brushes aren't meant for every hand. Each hand has to find their own brushes and own palettes. We can't just think it's not a one size fits all, right?
Mm.
Right.
Look
No,
at
but
that.
basically just sort of saying that, this is I did it yesterday and I didn't really get much time. I sort of had to get off really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's sort of just saying, and this is, and it's just sort of saying, take it as you will. This is, and that's sort of saying, I'm the sort of person who I don't do readings for other people generally. I just do them for myself. Um, but this I do, and I sort of just this was sort of one I sort of did as a
I look at
general.
it as advisory. I mean, you always have the option, you have the free will and own choices. But
Everybody has it, yeah. That you
yeah,
take it as you will, and
yeah.
Indigo take it as you will, and Awaken take it as they will, and Barb and Brazzy, and yeah. So
I think more
everyone
like
take it
you offer an idea
as
or a
life
will
as a
thought,
canvas.
then
do.
you have to process it for yourself. So I mean, we
Yeah,
think differently, so that means we will also receive it differently. I think that's
exactly.
part of the personal
So
journey.
but I thought that's what I thought as a
Yeah,
blank canvas. I
yeah.
thought that was I thought that it was a really good thing that I didn't really get to share yesterday.
I think it's
Yeah.
perfect.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it.
And
So,
that's,
but I
we are
really have
all
to go
so many
now.
creatives.
It was a pleasure to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
to you
Ozzy,
again. See you
it's
Nice to
so
soon,
see
great
you
to get you
hopefully.
again.
back on here. We have a thing,
Yeah.
we're the Lost Girls, right? Because of the neurodivergent late diagnosis women are called that, the Lost Girls. And she and I are both very, very, very neurospicy in our own ways. And we just thought it kind of fit. So we were doing shows for a long time and we're called the Lost Girls, and we just kind of got busy with things.
Hi,
But
Mandy.
that's going to start back soon.
Mandy.
Yes, ma'am. That's to you,
Yes,
Cosby.
yes, yes. And I'm gonna
And
do
then
my own live a little bit later, where I'm gonna do like my own little vlog, personal vlog, and it's not gonna be linked to the village. It's just gonna be, and it's not. No one needs to come watch. It's just my own personal sort of daily vlog
Well,
to
I
show
will
what I
get a
do daily.
notification, hopefully.
I'm very
Yeah.
proud of what you're
So
doing. And she is a published author now.
on the
Yes.
bestsellers list, apparently. I don't know what number.
Is it
We
Sorry, I
need
missed
bestseller?
to
69. A bit disappointed.
we I need to get that book. But yes, I'm
I
so
will
proud
post
of
the
you
link.
guys for sharing your stories.
Thank you. Love you, Cosby. Mwah.
Love you. Bye. I've got to find the
Bye.
button. I think my mouse. I've got to click my mouse.
It's down there.
This is gonna
Yes,
be a thing for me.
you got it.
I need a theme song. I need a theme song.
You have one.
Oh, do I?
Almost.
Oh,
Yeah, almost. I got to send it to you.
okay. I've got it. I've got it.
Is
That
Mary
was
going
birthday
on
gift.
at 8, or when was Mary going on?
Mary is starting actually right now.
That
And
was
so what I'm going to do is I will leave this up. And that way, if you guys want to come back on, you can, because I still want to show Nico's song.
Well, I have to go to bed now because it's 3 a.m. here, and I
Yeah,
have to
that's
start
right.
to adjust so I won't be sleeping in school. That wouldn't be so useful for me, but
Why isn't everybody on Central Time?
I mean,
we should be on Siberian
he's in
time.
our future. All right.
Right.
He is like 6 hours in the future.
I know.
Yeah,
And
and I
Cosby
think I
does, and
need to
Moni.
shave.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
let
But
me get.
anyway, have a listen if you like to, but it's not like you have to. It's just I'm gonna add more stuff as I go along because I've just started to learn how to do that stuff.
Well, I'm really proud. I'm going to put the link in.
Well, if
Okay, Mr.
anyone want to
Stop.
listen, feel free to do it, but don't feel like you have to. But of course, I will be very glad. I'm not gonna deny that part.
Well, I'm going to put the link in here in the thing. Then I'm going to put Mary's link in here, and that way everybody knows where to go. And then I will come back through and I will type what they are. And that way we don't get mixed up. And then Indigo, the picture, that is because you said that, it made me think of it. And I made that a long time ago. And I'm like, that is so you. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's very
Oh my
beautiful.
gosh.
I
Love
like
it.
it.
You said that. I'm like, I gotta throw it on there.
Whoa, I'm very big.
Let me get. Let's
And
see.
sort of, I felt like as a DJ, I need to have a disco ball sometime at least.
Yeah, heck yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
people, much love to you all, and thanks
Thank
for having
you.
me. And
Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
I was
thank
hoping
you
I
that
for
you
would
coming
would.
love
on. It
some
was
feedback
so good
if
to
you
see
find some
you.
of my poems worth
Yes.
listening to.
I am
So
posting
take
it
care.
now.
Now I'm gonna push that button so I can sneak to bed.
Sweet night.
Yeah, no night all.
Sweet dreams.
Mwah.
Thank you.
And then let me get Mary's real quick. It's gonna help so much once I get everything moved around and get my other stuff, my other screens on. There we go.
I'm sure. And
Well,
I'll
especially 'cause
link
they're
you
all in
to
the
what
way.
I've been working on the side here today.
Actually, Indigo, I really need to get with you because that really makes me excited what you were talking about, what you were doing. I've got a bunch too, and I used to speak spreadsheets, but it's been a long time, and it's going to be just beautiful what you're doing. I'm so excited. And guys,
Me too.
hey, Indigo is going to be, we're going to be talking about doing mod school. And I am so excited
Yes.
about this because I think it's just going to be helpful for every single buddy that wants to have a channel and doesn't know necessarily all the ins and outs. We're going to be showing, and then how, if you've never done it before, you're going to be able to learn. And even if you've been a pro, you're going to learn stuff. And so we're really excited about that. This is Mary's link, and she is on as we speak. So let's all go show her some love. And honestly, Indigo, I'm going to go finish up on dinner. It's going to be a while
Please
because I
eat.
have a lot to do. But this has been an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful you were here. I'm so grateful that everybody has been here, and I look forward to this next year. It's our year.
Oh yeah, I need to get you. I need to get with you on a different day and tell you some of my ideas.
Yes, please, because I love that, and we've got some great ideas together. I think we're going to bounce off each other, and it's going to be fun. I was so excited after our last talk. So yeah, we're going to get off here now, but probably in next day or two, I'm going to reach out to you and see what your schedule's like, and it's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. I love that.
I know. I love Donkey Kong. Dum. All right. I love you.
Love
Thank
you back.
Thank you. And everybody, I love you guys. Y'all make it a great year.
Yes.
Mwah.
Mwah.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? In my world, you wouldn't say, meow. You'd say, yes, Miss Alice. Oh, but you would. You'd be just like people.